In regards to Module B, what is the best way to stop yourself from writing a technical essay of the style required in Common Module? Is it necessary to draw from external academic analysis as textual evidence? Well, first of all, I don't think I agree with the underlying premise of that it's not technical like Common Mod. I think the Common Module essay and Module B are both relatively technical, and that the structures are very similar. Of course, you're looking at it through a more critical lens, so to speak, which means that you're not necessarily tying everything to the rubric and these kind of rubric terms like anomaly, inconsistency, paradox, which you see in the Common Mod. Module B is much more appreciating the form, the context of the text, but you're still ultimately going to be conducting that standard analysis and having those sentences of analysis throughout. With respect to your question about should I incorporate external academic analysis, you should read academic analysis and see how that can actually support your argument, but you don't want to make your Module B essay sound like you're just putting forward someone else's perspective. One of the key things that Module B emphasizes is that it's a personal response. You have to make a critical evaluation of the text, and you have to consider other perspectives to do that, but you don't want to make it sound like your view is secondary to someone else's. So you guys can include critical perspectives in your essay. You can have one or two quotes by one or two critics throughout, and you can incorporate that into your body paragraphs. But I would make sure that they are merely complementing what you're already putting forward. So you don't want to make it sound like the critic is the main point of view. So I wouldn't bring them in your introduction or anything like that. You might want to bring them in somewhere in a body paragraph where it kind of complements what you're saying, and you just quote them very briefly. Maybe it's half a sentence that you draw upon what a critic said, but it's got to be clear that it's your argument. So it's pretty similar from a technical point of view in terms of Common Mod, insofar as incorporating form, context, all of that. Should your topic sentences be purely conceptual without referencing the composer or text? Now, even if your topic first of all, your topic sentences should be conceptual, so they shouldn't have techniques in them unless the essay question asks about a specific technique, in which case that could be eligible to be up there, but you wouldn't use quotes or anything, obviously. Should you mention the text or composer? I think that's fine to mention the text or composer, but what I would say is it should still be all about the concept. So whether or not you say, like Orwell explores the idea, or Miller explores this idea, I don't think that matters. Like, that's fine. If you're talking about that text, why not say that composer? But what I wouldn't do is get into the technical analysis in the topic sentence. So you can either say the statement about human experiences without mentioning the composer. So you just say the statement like, power corrupts the individual's ability to whatever. You can say something, or you can say Miller explores the ability to, and that's fine as well. So I think either can work. You can mention the composer, or you can not, and then you can bring the composer or text in the next sentence when you bring in your evidence. For Cami, for the paragraph structure, here are my recommendations. For Common Module, 3 paragraphs, 3 ideas. For Module A, for anyone doing English Standard, 3 paragraphs. For anyone doing English Advanced, 4 paragraphs for Module A, and you can talk about text A, then text B, then text A, then text B, but you can also do 3 where you talk about both texts within each. That's an integrated approach. For Module B, I would do 3 body paragraphs. So it's 3 body paragraphs for everything, with the exception of Module A for advanced students who might want to do a 4 body.